Welcome friends, my name is Sagar Deshmukh. Today we'll see the next part of second unit that will be dealing with theodolite. Theodolite is an instrument used in surveying for measurement of angles mainly. We use this for measurement of horizontal as well as vertical angle, but sometimes it can be used for ranging, bearing, measurement of bearing. It can be used for measurement of heights, and we can also use it for leveling. The main components of the instrument, we'll see that components with the use of the diagram which I have drawn. Here is the sketch of theodolite which I have drawn theodolite. Beg your pardon if I have not drawn that to proper scale. So let's try to understand this. This theodolite consists of the parts shown in this diagram. This instrument has to be used with tripod stand, which will be used as a base for theodolite. This tripod stand is placed on the ground with its three legs inserted in the ground to give firm support to the theodolite, like this. After this, we will place our instrument on this tripod stand and we will use this. Okay, so theodolite is placed here. So this is the representation or diagram of theodolite. Let's see what are the components of theodolite. The first one is, it is called as trivate. It is the triangular plate above which the foot screws or leveling screws are installed. Okay, so these screws are called as, or these are the leveling screws or foot screws. Okay, these are used for leveling of theodolite. This plate is also a triangular one. The name of this plate is triback. After this, we have 4 screws which are called as a tangent screws. Screw and clamp screws. Okay, the screws which are used for major movement of theodolite or major swing of theodolite, they are called as clamp screw, whereas for smaller swing, means to rotate theodolite with very small fine angle, then for that we'll use tangent screw. If we want to move our theodolite with very minute angle, then we'll go for tangent screws, whereas in order to give major movement or swing to the theodolite, we'll use clamp screws. Okay, so this is lower clamp and this is upper clamp, whereas this is lower tangent screw and this is upper tangent screw. So okay, this is the horizontal plate which is used for measurement of horizontal angle. In this, the horizontal vernier scale is placed. It is having 2 windows. This is window which is used for measuring the angle, and this is called as vernier A, whereas the window which will be placed at 180 degree to this window will be on the other side of this plate, and it is called as vernier B. After this, we have one screw, tangent screw, for vertical movement of this telescope in vertical plane. This is the tangent screw. This is the eyepiece given to read the reading from vernier. Okay, it is attached to the upper part of the theodolite, and this is the eyepiece which is provided on horizontal plate in order to center the theodolite. It is used for centering of theodolite. This eyepiece shows the picture of bottom of theodolite. Means here we have one prism which reflects bottom side of this theodolite to this eyepiece. Okay, and with the help of this eyepiece we can center the theodolite. This is focusing screw, and this one is also here. It is here we have one focusing screw, and the other one is at this place. This focusing screw is used for clearing the image, whereas this focusing screw is used for clearing or for focusing of crosshairs. Okay, this is clamp screw for vertical movement of this telescope. This is vertical circular plate which is used for measurement of vertical angles. This is the mirror glass which is given for reading the readings from vertical plate. So these are the components of theodolite. There are some rules while placing the theodolite. As I have told you that this theodolite is placed on this tripod stand. It is used with this tripod stand. We have to install this theodolite in such a way that it should match with our eyesight level. Because if the height of instrument will be greater than our eyesight level, then it may be the possibility that at the time of taking reading, because we don't match, means we can't match our eyesight height with theodolite, so in the process of matching this, or in the process of watching the reading, we may disturb the instrument. If the height of instrument is kept lesser than our eyesight level, then also it will be difficult for us while taking the reading. So in order to take reading efficiently, we prefer adjusting height of this theodolite with our eyesight level. Okay, so these are the components. I think I have left one component to be explained. Here with the horizontal plate we have one bubble tube attached. It is called as plate bubble, whereas this vertical circle also have one plate attached here, and it is called I have shown it here on that side. It is called as altitude bubble. Okay, so these are the leveling tubes which are used for checking the leveling of theodolite. Okay, so this is about the components of theodolite. Now let's see what are the basic terms involved in the theodolite. Swing of theodolite. Rotating the telescope of theodolite in horizontal plane about its vertical axis is called swing of theodolite. Okay, if this theodolite is turned on right hand side of observer, then it is called as right swing, and if it's turned on the left, it will be called as left swing. Okay, so this is the definition of swinging the theodolite. Then next is transit. When telescope of theodolite is turned through 180 degree, or if it can be turned through 180 degree, then the process of turning telescope through 180 degree in vertical plane is called as transiting the theodolite. Okay, and such theodolites are called as transit theodolite. The theodolite in which telescope can be turned in 180 degree in vertical plane, then it is called as transit theodolite. Okay, and the theodolite in which the telescope cannot be turned in vertical plane through 180 degree, then it is called as non-transit theodolite. Okay, after this we'll see temporary adjustments required for theodolite. Okay, so we know that whenever we are manufacturing the theodolite, we have to do some permanent adjustments with theodolite, and before taking the reading we have to do the temporary adjustments with the theodolite. So we can say that the adjustments which are made in the instrument at the time of manufacturing, that are called as permanent adjustments, and the adjustments which are required for instrument before taking the reading, that are called as temporary adjustments. Okay, so now you must have got the information what the temporary adjustments will be for theodolite. Whenever we are taking this instrument from our office to the site for measurement, all the adjustments which are done before taking reading are temporary adjustments. Now, which are the temporary adjustments which we do before taking reading? That are, first one is leveling, second centering, third adjusting the vernier, and fourth removing parallax. So These are the adjustments which we do before taking the reading. Now let's see one by one. First one is leveling. When we place the theodolite at a point, first adjustment which we do is leveling. Leveling means as we are taking reading in horizontal and vertical plane, means we are measuring angle in horizontal and vertical plane, it is obvious that we should be in perfect horizontal or vertical plane in order to take accurate reading. So in order to judge the instrument whether it is in horizontal plane or not, we have one horizontal bubble tube placed at bottom plate which guides us for the leveling. This bubble tube has spirit filled in it and it is kept with one bubble left in it. This spirit level is part of large circular tube. Okay, so whenever it is part of large circular tube and this is spirit filled with it, whenever we are keeping this bubble in horizontal plane, this bubble will be at center. This is graduated and we have to check whether this bubble is in center or not. If it is not in center, then we have to bring this bubble in the center by moving the foot screws or leveling screws. Now there is one procedure for fixing or leveling operation, which is like for traditional theodolites or for the theodolites which are optical one, we have to make this bubble tube parallel to any 2 foot screws and we have to move this 2 foot screws either inward or outward simultaneously and we have to turn the screws till this bubble comes to center. When this bubble comes to center, then we will rotate the telescope through 90 degree and we will move the third foot screw and we will try to bring the bubble at center again. When the bubble comes at center, we will again check whether the bubble is at center on previous position or not. If it is not, then we have to repeat the procedure and we have to check whether it is in center for 2 positions which we have stated earlier. After bringing this bubble at center for 2 positions successfully, we will move towards the next operation, that will be of centering. Centering of theodolite can be done by 3 methods, one of which is by, if the theodolite is very simple type, then we can use the method of dropping stone from bottom, dropping small stone from bottom of theodolite to the ground and denoting the point of first connection of that stone to the ground as a center of the instrument. This is the first method. Second method is we can use plumb bob, and the third method in which we can use the advanced eyepiece given for centering. Okay, so these are the methods which are used for centering. Then the next operation is to adjust the vernier to 0 by using